Hi, welcome to another Stratco How-To. Today we're looking at our locker range. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4 doors as part of the range. Today we're going to assemble the 2 doors, show you how that goes together. These are lockable lockers with keys, and they're also a convenient size, a standard locker size, let's call it. 1800 high and easy to put together, and they have a strong powder coated finish on it. So before we get started, it's important to cover off the safeties. These are reasonably heavy, so a 2-person lift. It also helps with 2 people to put the thing together, and gloves and safety glasses. Let's get into it. All right, before we get started, we need to just check that we have all the components we need. There's a great installation guide here, which calls them out. You can tell the parts very clearly from each other. This is the back. We have 2 sides, a front, and the middle shelves. And there's also a smalls kit, which has your keys in it, and some screws, which we have to put together. It's important when you start off that you learn which parts are the top and the bottom. So the larger plinth or the larger base goes down at the bottom. So with the side panels, it's easy to identify which way up they go. You can see these recesses here for the hanging poles that go in, and plus as well the shelves clip into here. It's important to also see that down the bottom on the front here is a recess. That is the front. Once you've identified that, you grab your side panels, and the side panels literally just clip in and screw. So now we're fitting the side panels to the back. We've slotted it into the recess, and you can see the screw holes just need to line up. I'm just going to put those screws in there next. This is where having 2 people is very handy. So here we've started, we've got our first screw in. Now we'll work our way down towards the bottom with another 3 more screws to go. And now we repeat for the other side. Simply slots in like so, and we'll just line the holes up and put the screws in. The next step, once you've got the sides on, is to install the front. There's a handy tip in the installation guide, and that talks about using the key to unlock it and open the doors. Just makes it easier to get it all together. So the front actually fits inside these sides here. You can see there's a cutout all the way down, so it's important that you see those and get this lip inside there nice and tight. And here you can see it fitting in quite snugly. It clicks in quite tightly. Just do that all the way down on the top, the middle and the bottom. So there's different types of shelves for different places on the unit. This one here with no cutouts is actually the top. That goes on at the very top of the unit. And these ones here go on the bottom and also the shelves. So now we're ready to install the top shelf. You have to take the 2 screws out of the back because they are going to be used to hold the shelf in. So before putting it in, you have these small H cutouts, need to be towards the front. We've now inserted the top. We've screwed it on both sides at the back, and on the front here there's little tabs which we showed a little bit earlier in the video. Tabs need to get pushed in just to secure it in nice and tight. We're now installing the bottom shelf. You can see these small indents on the side. These little indents slot into these side rails cutouts, so just ensure they line up, and then at the front is these cutouts here, so it goes in like this. So here you can see at the very front of the cabinets, to hold the bottom shelf in nice and secure, there are these little push-in tabs. It's easy to do it with a screwdriver, just as I'm doing here. So here we're going to install the middle shelf, very similar to the bottom one. Just make sure that you have the openings at the front as shown, and as you put it in, that both sides engage in the recesses on the left and the right. You may require to push it down a little bit firmly to get it embedded in nice and tight. Once it's in, you can see these 2 front tabs, just exactly the same as the bottom shelf, need to get pushed in to hold the unit in nice and secure. And one of the last finishing touches is to put in the hanging rail. As you can see, there is 2 slots on the left and the right. It may require a little bit of jiggling to get it in, but it just goes in, pulls down firmly and just locks in place. So here we are with the finished unit. Great unit. This one is the 2-door locker. Also comes in a 1, 3 and a 4. They all have a great feature of being independently locked. So each one of these lockers, so on the 1, 2, 3 or 4, has a separate key, so that for security of people using it. As you can see, plenty of room inside, quite solid. These ones come featured with a hanging rail, which is awesome. Ventilation for additional ventilation of the door itself. Ideal for any sort of garage or even commercial use. Come in and grab one of those from Stratco.